Parents and guardians have been charged to mentor children and youths as they are the future of any nation. Reverend Father Raymond Noor gave the charge at a one-day Children and Youth Dialogue Forum held at the 12th Apostles Parish, Central Business District area, Abuja.
In attendance were participants from various ethno-religious backgrounds. The event began with the Holy Mass. The officiant and homilist, Reverend Father Boniface Nebo, focused on the significance of the Temple of God and our attitudes within and outside the house of God.
Our attitude in the church, our attitude when we come around the church, the degree of reverence and respect we have for the holies of holies, for the church, both as a structure and all of us collectively as the body of Christ. How do we prepare ourselves spiritually before coming to the church? And when we get to the church, what attitude do we manifest? In the church, is persons who will be distracted with their phones on either WhatsApping, texting, Facebooking, or Instagram, or even tweeting inside the church.
The Holy Mass continued with profession of faith, the Holy Eucharistic celebration, and offering. At the end of Mass, co-celebrant and chairman of the forum, Reverend Father Raymond Noor, directed guests to the church hall for the dialogue proper. In his welcome remarks, Father Noor spoke on the relevance of mentoring children to achieve the objectives of a good society and called on all stakeholders to set good examples for children.
In this task, first of all, parents are very important stakeholders. Church leaders are irreplaceable stakeholders. Community leaders, political leaders, and every adult is saddled with the responsibility of being a good example to our children and the young people growing up. Because it is said that if you want to sit under a tree in your old age, you plant one now. If we are looking for a future for our world and for our children, then we have to actually catch them young.
The organizers of the dialogue spoke on the theme of the one-day forum, the objectives of the forum, and the effects of various acquired values on a child, touching on the rights of the child.
African religious belief provides us with a moral compass that guides our lives, and it is a glue that knits families and communities together. Our religious beliefs influence the decisions that we take in our everyday lives. Our Christian clergy and religious leaders as repository of knowledge and experiences. In the past, Christian scholars, according to them, they think that the Christian religion that the Western missionaries brought to Africa was packaged in a manner of Western culture and values. This situation, in their view, has led to an unauthentic Christian life and cynicism among African Christians. The simple reason is because Christian religion, like the word made flesh, has not been incarnated into Africa's way of life.
Coming together today shows how prepared religious institutions, Providence Legal Aid Initiative, and the firm of Harry Ochai and Co., who are willing and ready to partner with diplomatic institutions in order to have a shared value on the growth of children and youth. It is indeed noticeable that we have in our midst our religious Muslim counterpart. This shows that Nigeria is rich in culture and diversity, and how easy it will be for us to come together to build one Nigeria.
Goodwill messages were delivered from representatives of African nations, national institutions, and church societies.
And to inform the youth and the children that ECOWAS leaders are committed to doing all they can to ensure that our children have a bright future. As we organize this program, as a church does all it can to ensure that our children become the responsible adults that we want them to be.
Life is a continuum. You come to this world, you grow up, you age, and you pass on. That's the continuity. So those traditional norms, those values, those normative principles have to be impacted in our new generation for them to succeed in life.
It's an unfortunate situation in our country that the youths are not mentored. So there are a lot of things that we are not doing well, doing right as a people, as fathers, as mothers, as leaders. And these children, you think that they are not watching.
Reverend Father Boniface Nebo presented a paper on the discernment in the context of integrating African and Christian values, the Church's response. He encouraged parents and guardians to inculcate African and religious values as well as responsible behavior in their children, even when faced with societal challenges. He spoke on the power of influence on values and made reference to the Holy Father's Amoris Laetitia.
It is the first school of human values where we learn the wise use of freedom. Freedom that comes with responsibility. So many people in our generation want to be free, but they don't want to take responsibilities for their freedom. And that is why people want to shift blames for failures on others. Certain inclinations develop in childhood, and they become very rooted that they remain throughout life. This either as attractions to a particular value or natural rejection, what I call here repugnance to certain ways of acting. One of the most important tasks of families, therefore, is to provide an education in hope.
Speaking on the African woman, responsible parenthood, challenges of childbearing, and the parent-child relationship, Mrs. Stephanie Appel outlined the qualities of the African woman as an instrument in shaping any society, while the family of the Ayomide appealed that parents should never see their children as an extension of themselves, but to encourage children to excel in their areas of strength.
Powerful, unique, strong, and known for her inborn leadership skills. She is relentless, especially when she pursues her dreams. She is passionate, resilient, and strives to succeed in life. She is a master at multitasking, moving between traditional norms and the normal world, the normal modern world, being a mother at home and a boss in the office. All this makes her limitless.
I want to let our parents know that, like Mommy said, our children are not extensions of us. That's the mistake a lot of parents make. Some children end up saying, everyone in my family is a medical doctor, I have to be a medical doctor. We don't have to make it like that for the children. Sometimes they go through very, very tough times in identifying their talents because their parents have told them, everybody in our family is a lawyer, you have to be a lawyer, you cannot break the chain. That's what some parents tell their children. Say, everybody is a doctor, what do you want to do in that class? For what? But when you see that your child has a talent, in this place, please support your child. We are children. We need all the love, all the support that we can get from our parents.
The dialogue forum was spiced up with interactions and a brief dance session. At the end of the dialogue, certificates were presented to some participants. For CTV News, Delphine Asu reporting.